Okay, Chuck, let's take a look at and give you a couple reminders of your swing thoughts here for the week. And it really boils down to one, which is the plane, the incline of the club. Yes, your swing does get what's typically known as over the top or outside in, but primarily that is a result, and part and parcel, I would say, but more so than a result, it was part of the steepness. So when you go back, what I tried to get for you was the ability to rotate the body and swing the club more horizontally. And as I said many times, the best drill for you would be one where you keep the club, where you hit balls, on that not uphill, but the side hill above your feet lie. Okay. So here you go. My thought on the backswing would be, I just keep pushing my hands as far behind me as possible without trying to lose my posture. So there's where they start to pick up a little bit, and where the club leaves that plane that it was on and it gets to the steep plane. The elbow I would definitely keep in, and I'll give you the model to look at again. Same one that we use throughout the week, because it's a very good model to watch. The way that Garcia does this thing is pretty much the opposite of the way you're doing it and the way I want you to do it in the long run. So these guys are good for a reason, and not the least of which is their ability to keep the club on a good angle when they swing it. And if you'll notice, the right forearm here is really nice and vertical, and the bend in his arm is 90 degrees this way. So your arm kind of goes this way, and that's what we call the elbow flying out from the body. So let's take those out there so that's not too clear. His right forearm, 90. Your right forearm here is 45. So if you make that a little bit more extended there, you can get this club a little bit more like his, because yours is already going into the steep mode, right? And this club is pointed much more, even at the top, even before he brings it down. That club's pointed way out there. So the relationship of the right arm is really huge, big time. And we'll get you out of those habits as you go by and by, if you can get rid of some of that. What would it take for you to feel like you're playing golf with the ball up there? If the ball were up there, you would hit it like this with your club. And that's what you need a new orientation to. You've played golf like this for a long time. And to boot, you've had pretty good success as a 12 handicap, laying with this swing. Playing by your own eye-hand skills. And all you wanted to do when you came, the reason you came to me from far away was to improve it. And I pointed out to you this concept of the steepness of your club. And I think you had an aha moment there in saying, okay, I wasn't aware of the angle of the club so much. I was more worried about the direction of that I was swinging. So you have to realize that swing path, we call it, is the direction of your swing. But swing plane is the angle of your swing. And there's nothing wrong with your club at setup. You're perfectly where you want to be right there. It's just that what happens is that when it comes in, it gets more vertical than what you started. And I can tell you, this is your Wednesday picture, and it's a hell of a sight better than your Monday picture. So you got to keep for you, it's one-dimensional. It really is. It's the swing plane. Everything else about your game around the green, even your putting stroke, we did do some work on that putting stroke. So You've got to make sure that you put that tee outside the ball so your putter doesn't drift to the outside. That was a noticeable fault or flaw that kind of went through your game right away. So I'll mention that here too. And it wouldn't hurt you to take this shoulder when you putt and when you hit and put it back this way just a little bit. So that'll at least take care of the direction of the club. Then you just worry about the feeling of the flatness of the club. Okay? All right, so you did really well. It was a pleasure having you and Susie in the school. And I will keep in touch with all my students that came through my school over the years to let you know where I will be basing my program and my instructional camp next. So keep in touch through the videos, and I wish you the best of luck and stay healthy in this crazy world.